So 2 or 3 years ago, I swapped the 12-volt battery on that BMW. That got a load of views. The 12-volt battery on i3s is a weak point on an otherwise great car. And my other great car is my Honda CRV, 20 years old. Battery's getting a bit tired on that. But I go through batteries like sliced bread. That GSA that I've got, that chews through batteries. And so I put that on a trickle charger. And then I've got a sit-on Stiga lawnmower, and that's got a little scooter battery in it, and that's gets the worst conditions. It's either roasting during the summer, it's right next to the engine there, or it's freezing during the winter. So kind of every year I seem to be putting a new battery on that. I put that on the trickle charger too. I buy my batteries online. I think that's the best way to do it if you've got the luxury of knowing when you want to change your battery. So looking online, I found batterystore.co.uk. So this is a first in Gavin Critchley Garage videos. Today what I'm doing is having a look at a car battery. So I needed a new car battery for that Honda CRV that I've got. That CRV is about 20 years old. It must have had some new batteries in it before it. But it's not had a new battery since I've had it, and that's coming up to about 5 years. So I was looking online at the regular kind of big online battery distributors. So this came from Leoch in the UK. As I say, they've got a big facility in Market Harborough, Leicester Way. They've been in the battery manufacturing business since 1999, so they know what they're doing. And if you go on the website and have a look, they can supply for most automotive, bike, leisure requirements. So it was sent out yesterday and arrived this morning, bright and early this morning. So this came from Leoch in the UK. I think, as I said, they've got a big facility in Market Harborough, Leicester Way. They've been in the battery business for over 30 years, since 1999, can supply for automotive, motorbike, leisure. Go and have a look at the website. So this is how it comes. Obviously, I've not opened it yet. And that looks pretty much identical to the one that's in the CRV. But what we're going to do is we're going to take it out and then we'll put it in the CRV. So changing a car battery is a good, easy car maintenance DIY activity. It's not that hard. Look, if I can do it, and if you've seen my other videos, then it's clearly not that hard. You need a set of spanners. You need to kind of have your wits about you, but there's no specialist tools needed. You can buy it all online, and now's a good time to change your car battery. Okay, you don't want to get into winter when you start using the wipers and the heated seats to find that your battery's died when you're trying to get out in the morning to take the kids to school. The AA, the RAC, they will change a battery for you, but they'll also charge you for it as well. They will normally they carry kind of generic car batteries on the vans that they will sell to you at a retail price, which is typically double the price that you can get them online. See these two little bungs? One there, one there. There they came out just nicely. All that stays on. All that's on. Plus and minus. Perfect. That looks good. With any battery that I get for the bike or the car, I always just check the voltage across the terminals just to see what it's kicking out. That could go straight on the car, okay? That'll be perfectly fine on the car. What I do as best practice that I've been taught is if you've got a charger, I always let it charge up and get it up to full power and full capacity before it goes on. So what I did do was just do a visual compare and contrast against the new battery, which is the black one on the bottom, and the old battery, which is the Bosch one on the top, and just take a look at the terminal sizes. I didn't know that batteries came with different terminal sizes. Apparently Japanese ones have got narrower ones compared with European spec ones. So I got in touch with Leoch and asked them what the story was. And they said, yeah, it's to do with capacities, whatever. And they sent me through these lead collars just to bring them up to European spec. So I think it's 10mm spanners all round, except for on that negative one there. Down. Actually, I'm going to take the lead off. 13. Yep. Oh, dream. You just want to watch when you've got spanners and you're dealing with batteries that you don't short the battery. Okay, so state the obvious there, that would ruin your day. So just, you want to keep the spanners away from the bodywork as much as you can. Then what I do, just to help with that, go through more gloves than the Royal Surrey. That looks 10mm-ish. Yep. Just the wrong size. These all look greasy because I covered them in petroleum jelly. There you go, there's another one. Then there's another 10mm here, and that's connected to like a long bolt which just hooks in at the bottom of this tray here. Not sure that's going to work. Still there? Yep. Nope, didn't think it would. But once that's loosened off, we should be able to just whip out that battery. Just hooked in, there you go, unhooked. See it? That comes off. And it's got a holder, plastic holder that comes off. That's got a curve in the corner, okay? So let me show you this. See that curve in the corner there? So that bit goes to the far side, then this battery is going to come out. Just check out visually the size of those terminals too. Negative on this side, positive on this side. Okay, so the new battery goes into place. There's a plastic tray at the bottom which has got pins in it just to secure it in the right location. New battery goes in. Let's make sure that that sits properly. That's really nice and firm. And we get the holder goes in. The holder has got a curved corner which goes up towards the front passenger side or near side. That fits into the tray. Make sure that it sits in snugly. Goes over the battery. It'll kind of click in. There you go. One corner. There we go. And then the holder's going to go across that. But I'm just going to put the terminals on next. Positive terminal first. And that was the 10mm. I want to nip this up tight so that it crushes that collar. Negative one next. $13mm spanner. great. Some Vaseline to keep the terminals corrosion free. Okay, then we're putting the holder on. Goes that way, that's it. This has got kind of, if you just look at that, that fits the width of the battery. Fits that quite nicely. This is this long bolt, and what it does is it hooks in underneath. So what you can do, rather than take the screw all the way off, is it goes in, hooks in under the outside of the battery carrier, and if you just tighten that up, then we'll just nip it up in a second. Right, that's solid. Happy with that. If you've not seen the video where I fitted that, then you can go and look for that somewhere. Okay, so that's the battery changed on the CRV. It needed doing anyway, so I'm pleased that the people at Leoch reached out and offered one to me. Education as well. I didn't know that car batteries had different terminals, Japanese versus European. So learn from my mistake and make sure that you get the one with the right terminal sizes. If you get one that's small, you need the collars, and I'm pretty certain you can get them from any online provider. They're just little pieces of lead that go around the terminal. That's nice and easy. Okay, then any questions, let me know. I'll include links to Leoch in the details below. Any questions, do like, comment and subscribe. I'm just a few subscribers away from 2,000, so I hope that you can make a difference. Thank you. Bye.